Meghan Markle and Prince Harry could be facing a total exit from the royal family when their Megxit deal is reviewed in March, it has been claimed. Related articles: The Duke and Duchess of Sussex dramatically stepped down as senior royals back in March after saying they wanted to gain financial independence. They have since settled in California and even signed a lucrative Netflix deal, reportedly worth £112 million. But the deal they made with the Queen to step away, dubbed the Megxit deal, will be reviewed by Her Majesty, Prince Charles and Prince William in March, 12 months after their bombshell departure. But some royal experts have suggested the review could result in a total exit from the firm, with Meghan and Harry's Sussex titles and HRH styles potentially being stripped. Dr. Anna Whitelock, Deputy Head of School of Humanities at Royal Holloway and Royal Commentator, told Express.co.uk the meeting in spring could formalise the split, rather than build bridges. She said, "I suspect very little will change and there is no sign of Harry and Meghan wanting to return to the royal fold and all the rigmarole and responsibility that comes with that. The fact that Prince William has been approached to take over the role of Captain General of the Royal Marines previously held by Harry before he was stripped of his military appointments after stepping back from royal duty, suggests there is no expectation of a formal return to royal business for the Sussexes from either side. Instead, it is more likely that the review will focus on the small print of what kind of commercial/media ventures the Sussexes might seek to be involved with and what the palace might seek to prohibit. And so, in short, the review will most likely formalise the split, at least for now, then signal the beginning of a rapprochement. Royal author Robert Lacey also hinted Meghan and Harry will stop being royal altogether. He told Express.co.uk, "There are two titles involved. There is the HRH status and then there is the actual title of Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Obviously, if the review in March concludes they can't stay working royals, then it's quite likely they would lose or forfeit their HRH styles. They have already put it into suspension. The way it is presented at the moment is that they are HRH but they choose not to use it. It doesn't say that they are banned from using it. If this develops in the future, I think it will be presented in the same way. They choose not to be royals anymore." Prince Charles and Princess Diana couldn't keep their hands off each other and were particularly close during their tour to Australia in the early 1980s, according to Royal Commentator and the monarch's former press secretary Dickie Arbiter. Appearing on True Royalty TV's The Royal Beat, Mr. Arbiter said, "I remember going on tour just after they got married in 1981 and she was the first Princess of Wales in about 80 years, so it was a big deal. They couldn't keep their hands off each other. Charles used to pat her bum regularly. There were times when he would even squeeze it, even in Australia. There was a relationship from the beginning." Relationship expert Sami Wanda spoke with Express.co.uk. She reflected on the ages at which the two princes met their life partners and points out the huge differences this has provoked in them. Sami said, "From the outside, it is clear that the brothers met their wives in very different stages of their lives. For William and Kate this was in their 20s, and for Harry and Meghan, their 30s. William and Kate met at university and had a much longer courting period compared to Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan are a much newer couple in comparison, and although they seem fine from an outside perspective, have faced added pressure on their relationship since they stepped away from the royal family. The Queen has remained committed to her role for nearly 70 years and has continued to dutifully carry out her engagement despite her age and a series of crises that have rocked the royal family over the past few years. Prince Charles and Prince William have increasingly stepped up and taken on more duties to help Her Majesty to keep on delivering on her crucial mantra of being seen to be believed. But despite the Queen signalling her unwillingness to abdicate, royal commentator Louisa Tunney suggested she may soon opt to make Charles her regent and give up nearly all her duties. Speaking to TV 2000, Ms. Tunney said, "The Queen, given her age, can continue to do this job mainly because she has a very strong family staff. Part of their office work is now done by Prince Charles, to whom the regency will go sooner or later. The role of Prince Charles has shifted to his son, William, and his wife. But she does everything else. This allows her to continue doing everything she does morning, afternoon and evening." Prince Charles has lent his support to BBC Countryfile's new ambitious project, Plant Britain. This new initiative, which will last for 2 years, encourages Britons to plant trees wherever they can to fight climate change. The heir apparent to the throne issued a rallying cry for the Plant Britain project and spoke about everyone's duty to improve their surrounding. He said in a video, I know that so many people during this terribly difficult year have had their appreciation of the trees and other green spaces around them depend. And therefore it is our duty, given how long that it takes for a tree to mature, to plant trees now for future generations to enjoy. Princess Beatrice and husband Edoardo Megxi surprised royal family fans by revealing they had wed in secret during the coronavirus lockdown, in front of a small group of around 20 close friends and family. This, coupled with her sister Princess Eugenie's announcement that she was expecting her first child with Jack Brooksbank, sparked a wave of excitement regarding the royal family at a time when they had appeared to be struggling. Coupled with members of the firm contracting COVID-19, the fallout of Prince Andrew's controversial friendship with convicted paedophile Jeffrey Epstein continued to dominate royal conversation. The saga appeared to carry on when Prince Andrew was then erased from the official royal photographs released following Beatrice's nuptials earlier this year. Her Majesty likes to spend Christmas in her Sandringham estate and usually stays there until February. But her Christmas decorations remain in place during her stay in the Norfolk residence for one specific reason. The monarch traditionally marks the anniversary of death of her late father, King George VI, at Sandringham House, where he passed away on February 6, 1952. He died in his sleep aged just 56, when the Queen, then Princess Elizabeth, was just 25. Each year she stays there until it is time to return to Buckingham Palace, several days after her father's death anniversary. The Duchess of Cambridge made the remark during a Q&A session about early years parenting after the release of her milestone study. In a video posted on Kensington Royal's social media, the Duchess answered questions from the public. The Duchess was asked, "How do you manage toddler tantrums in your household, especially with multiple children?" The royal responded, "That's a hard one. I'd also like to ask the experts myself." The video was posted on Instagram and Twitter days after Kensington Royal released the findings of the UK's largest ever study on early years parenting.